Keep the state.
The 24-hour economy. Just a few weeks back, you told us about your plan, 3 shifts, 1 job. But then the leader of the new force, Nana Kwame Bediako, has cast doubt on the feasibility of this promise. He says that for it to be effective, you need to, first of all, work on industrialization. What's the NDC response to this critic?
He's right, but look, industrialization must not precede a 24-hour economy. A 24-hour economy must precede industrialization. I don't know why people don't get this. It's so simple. The 24-hour economy is not an end in itself, it's a means to an end.
Okay.
So you want to promote industrialization. John Mahama is saying that put in the right framework, the policy framework, that will allow those industries to operate 24/7. What is so difficult about this? That people cannot understand. You want to set up factories, right? So John Mahama says that when he comes, he will look at the comparative advantage of every region and set up agro-industrial zones where government is going to take tracts of land, do the roads that leads to the place, provide the necessary utilities, electricity and water, and businesses can just come and take spaces and set up their factories to process what is produced in those regions, be it cocoa, cashew, cassava, tomato, onions, share, and so on, cotton and so on, right?
Yeah.
Now, John Mahama is saying that those factories should not work 8 hours because the demand is high for those factories. We need more tomato paste. We need more processed cocoa, more processed cashew, more processed starch, gari, all those things. We need them because we are importing 99% of these commodities from outside, and it is putting unbearable pressure on our currency. That is what is leading to the structural, deepening the structural challenges that continue to make our cedi, depreciate. So he says that, look, the demand is there. So why should a business, if you leave the businessman to his own fate, he will only operate for 8 hours because he's thinking about, how am I going to pay my workers? Hey, utility will kill me. Hey, taxes. So me, I'll set up the factory and work 8 hours. So John Mahama says, this is where my 24-hour economy strategy comes in. I'm giving you tax incentives that will reduce your cost of production, your cost of doing business, so that you can scale up production. I am reducing electricity costs for you through what is called a time of use tariff. So that for every kilowatt of power you consume per hour, you are paying far cheaper during night hours than what you pay during peak hours to motivate you to work in the night, like it pertains in the advanced jurisdiction. Oh, you are producing for non-traditional exports. That is why I set up Exim Bank. So I will use Exim Bank to provide you with financing support at a very cheap rate, because if that businessman goes to the bank, he's getting credit at 35–40%, he can't pay. But your mama is giving you Exim Bank facility and you're paying 5% or less. So I'm giving you financing support. Okay? So tax incentive, financing support, security, patrol services. I'm also giving you an agro-industrial enclave with amenities. You are not going to think about land litigation in deciding to set up a factory in Ghana because government has acquired the land. You are not thinking about, how do I get a good road to the factory? How do I get utility? Government is providing it. So then that businessman who is going to set up that manufacturing company or industry now sees that, oh, beyond 8 hours, I can do 16 hours. I can do 24 hours because the enabling environment has been provided me by government. And businesses are in business for profit. So once the atmosphere and the environment is congenial, commonsensically, they will operate 24 hours. And by operating 24 hours, if they were going to produce 1,000 cartons a month under an 8-hour shift, they are going to now produce 3,000 cartons because they are doing 3 shifts of 8 hours each, 24/7. If they were going to employ 1,000 people, they are going to employ 3,000 people. So that is why this is so simple. The 24-hour economy policy is the simplest to understand. Formula 133. 1 job, 3 shifts, 3 people. So simple. And that is what New York has done. That is what London has done.
And that's
that is what the advanced countries
do.
That is what we are not hoping to do. That is what we will do. Because you see, 24-hour economy is not a manifesto promise. It's a well thought through national development strategy. That is why, even before we thought of capturing it in our manifesto, we had first captured it in the 40-year development plan we developed in the year 2016. So, organized labor, who are not NDC, MPP, who know better than, what is his name? Kwaku Bediako, is that his name?
Nana Kwame Bediako.
Nana Kwame Bediako. They say it is a game changer, right? Federation of Labor says this is what Ghana needs. The Institute for Economic Affairs, owned by G. Mensah's husband, they say 24-hour economy is apt for a developing country like Ghana. All of them, even the Minister of Health in this government, MPP's Dr. Kuboy, he says that if somebody tells you that 24-hour economy is not possible, the person is a liar.